Alright, so for our coasters today, we need tiles, Sharpies. Okay, yeah, you can see them. Alcohol. You want, I mean, I like it in a spray bottle and a dropper bottle. Okay. This is literally an old hair product that I cleaned out and put alcohol in. But you want to make sure the alcohol is 90% or more, because the 70%, I don't know why, but it doesn't work. So that's the 70% that you do not want. Oh. And then this is the 90% that you do want, or higher if you have it. Or if you have friends whose dads steal it from their laboratories at work, that's even better. So these are a few that I made already. This one is with the actual like dropper alcohol ink bottles. You can see in that camera. And I showed a couple different like texture techniques on this one. It's too dark. Okay. But in this one, all I did was just drop on the actual colors, and then I sprayed the alcohol on top of it and just kind of like blew it around with my mouth. And then I used the heat gun. You can use either a heat gun if you have it or a blow dryer, and that moves around the color. And like the more you push color in one direction, it's gonna create those like dark lines there. Okay. So like these dots I did with a paintbrush. These ones and these ones I did with a Q-tip. I just dipped it in alcohol and dipped it on here, and then this I did with a paper towel. Okay. And you can even make, like, I did lines there with a paintbrush. So you can do like all kinds of different texture techniques if you really want to. Or you can do something like this, which is with Sharpies. And I just kind of scribbled all over it with the different colors. And I only did part of it so that it would, once I put the alcohol in there and the Sharpie start to spread, so you can kind of see it in the light there. And the Sharpie starts to spread, you can blow it with your heat gun or your blow dryer, and it'll give it that more like blown out, like diffused effect. Okay. Or there's the flaming one, where you draw on, like I did a short video of this already, where you draw it on. I did like geometric shapes, so you can literally do it however you want. And then I sprayed the alcohol on there, and then I set it on fire, and that's what kind of gives it those like ripples.
It has like a tie-dye. It almost has like a tie-dye effect. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
And it just it's from the flame almost like pulsing, you know,
right?
Like, as it's going. So there's that one. And then this one, I did. What did I do for this one? I did dots. I just did a bunch of circles, so you can kind of see like.
With a Sharpie?
Resemblance, yeah. Okay. And then I just did them randomly all over, and then I sprayed the alcohol on there, and I just blew it out with my mouth. I didn't use a heat gun or a blow dryer or anything. Okay. So I'm gonna do an example of pretty much like every technique, just so everybody can see it, and then I think you are going to do a more cohesive.
I think so.
Like style, like you're gonna use like all the same colors on all of them, right?
Yeah, I think so. To make like more like a set.
But you're gonna do some with the alcohol ink and then some with the Sharpies, right?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, because I want to play with the two different.
Cool. Cool. Let me move these guys out of the way.
So I'm gonna start taping my.
Oh yeah.
I'm going for like a. I kind of just want my like alcohol ink to go on like half of the coaster, so I'm gonna kind of go with like a diagonal, and I'm just gonna use some washi tape to create that line.
My newest obsession. I love washi tape.
I'm obsessed.
I'm just gonna do this to the side and set this up first. I don't even know what colors I want to do yet. Kind of like these, but I feel like it's very Eastery. Should I do Easter colors? You can always swatch it on a piece of paper too. That's what Melissa did with hers because she wasn't sure, and that made her decide on all of her blues. But I think this is what I'm gonna do.
I'm going for like blues. I have a gray here, and then like a lavender color, and then in the end I want to like accent it with a little bit of like a shimmery gold. So I'm not sure if I'll do alcohol ink or maybe
tape so good.
I know, right? Alcohol ink or maybe just like some acrylic paint.
Yeah, because you could always just paint it on.
Yeah.
Like you could either like splatter some on. I mean, because there are like some super pretty shimmery, like I like brass in place of even the gold alcohol ink because I feel like it looks more gold than the gold does.
Yeah.
It's super pretty.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I can see it, but you can either drop it on and it'll kind of like spread itself, but sometimes it can like disperse too much, and it just gives like a slight shimmer, and it kind of loses its like goldiness.
Okay.
So you might be better off painting it.
So that looks, I actually did it a little more like this way, so it's more of a half.
Yeah.
Does that look like pretty even?
I think it's a good idea. Yeah, because you had that far edge line
Right.
with the center, yeah, so I think that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna do just random drawing all over with these colors, and then I'm gonna spray it with the alcohol, and then I'll probably let's do the fire for the first one. Okay, this is what my tile looks like after coloring it. Just stripes. Not anything super perfect. I feel like you can kind of see it all the way up there. So now I'm just gonna spray the crap out of it with my alcohol.
Oh, watch this.
Can you see it? Yeah.
Yep. Wow! Shut up.
Wow.
That is so cool. Oh my god.
So cool. That literally turned fluorescent orange.
I love it. Oh my god. Yeah, it was like more. It was coral, and now it's
Yeah.
like. No, she's blowing.
Whoa. Just nailed so much alcohol.
That is super cool.
Oh, got it in my hair. Okay, and now I'm gonna set it on fire. See, and it's already drying. It dries super fast. I'm gonna respray it before I. Oh fuck. That's a great thing about alcoholing stuff is you can always fix it if you feel like you messed it up.
Ooh.
Yay! Fire!
Well, and I like that this technique, like I can already tell, is like very forgiving.
Yeah.
So for someone like myself, who is a complete beginner, and I've never done this before, I've never worked with alcohol ink, I've never used this medium before. Again, I kind of need fluidity and forgiveness because I don't really know what I'm doing. So.
Yeah. So like on this one, I'd like to show because it's kind of what I would consider a mess up. So the center started to dry before I set it on fire. So then I sprayed it again, but then that kind of washed out all the alcohol ink from the center.
Okay.
So that's why there's like nothing there. I mean,
Gotcha.
That's easily fixable. I can either draw on with more Sharpies and just do it all over again. I really like how the edge and stuff
No, I think
came
that
out,
looks,
so it
cool.
cool.
Yeah. It just, I see what you mean. It's like right, oops, sorry, I didn't touch it. Like
Okay.
right here, it like washed it out a little bit, but I love how it,
I really like those colors.
right?
But
Oh,
I
that's
like how the
awesome.
flame gave it those like ripples and stuff in there.
That's super cool.
Kind of blended it for me. But
I like it a
also,
lot.
what I noticed is whenever you do that and you're using a lot of this alcohol, before you light it on fire, please wipe up the alcohol from around your tile so you don't set your table and yourself on fire like I almost did.
Very good advice.
Especially when you're on a plastic table. That would be smart. Okay, so I'm gonna
Safety
try.
first, children.
Yes. I'm gonna try to fix this a little bit.
Now, after I'm done, Peyton, should I color all of my tiles, or should I do them one at a time? Like, is it better to like, I finish this and then I'm gonna drop my alcohol, or should I like color all of my tiles, let them dry, and then do my alcohol?
If you want, you could do one this way, like see how it turns out.
Yeah.
See if you even like how it turns out.
Okay. Cool.
So you don't like commit to that one style and then it turns out it's not what you wanted.
I hate it. I hate it.
So I just scribbled in those open areas. I'm going to spray again. I kind of like the speckles that
Ooh, yeah.
that gave on the edges. Except now that's probably gonna have a black line, so that sucks. But hey,
Wait, how did you get the speckles? By blowing on it?
well, just from spraying this, so that's another
Ooh.
way to get like a cool
Okay.
texture. Like I think that looks really cool. I mean, that could actually kind of be a flower, like the
I like-
grass in the background.
Yeah.
So those speckles there around the edges were created from spraying the alcohol ink, or not the alcohol ink, the alcohol onto your alcohol ink. It looks pretty darn cool. But now that blank area is gone because I just scribbled in where that was and set it on fire again.
Awesome.
So now, oh god, that was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life. Now I'm gonna do alcohol ink first.
Okay. So, I have finished coloring my first tile. I just kind of went with like a geometric pattern. No rhyme or reason. Just grabbed colors at random and put them in where I wanted.
That's awesome.
So I kind of want to try, I think for this one, I kind of want to try dropping the alcohol onto it.
Yeah.
Like I want to use the dropper, I think. So let's, I'm actually
think
going to
it's
move
cool.
these and put this one over here so you can see it a little bit more in the video.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my alcohol dropper.
Did it save it? Or are we gonna kill ourselves?
Oh, it's there. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And we're back. All right. I'm going to take my alcohol dropper. So how many drops, Peyton? Do I just do like one kind of like...
I'm just gonna watch it spread. Like, you want to make sure
like-
everything's pretty.
Do you do it like kind of close up or like more at like a distance? Like
I would
is
do
there...
it closer, just because
Okay.
you don't want it to like splash. I mean, you see how it's
Yeah.
kinda, like spreading. But
Do you kind of drop it over the whole thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I would kind of do it quickly too, just so everything like spreads out evenly. And for this one, I'm gonna spray down my alcohol first, and then I'm gonna drop the alcohol ink on there and move it around with the whatever it's called, the heat gun. I'm gonna do Flamingo by Ranger. Get that fuzz out of there.
Okay. I think I'm ready to... Should I use... I kind of want to use...
Ooh, that looks freaking cool.
Thanks. Lighter or heat gun? What do you think?
I'm thinking heat gun because
Okay.
the tape worries me.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I do?
And you can even blow it around with your mouth too if you want first. Like since it's kind of like coming all, yeah, that looks cool.
Oh no. Okay. Let's hit it with the heat gun.
And then
How do I do it?
turn that on. And don't get too close, but enough to kind of like move it around if you want to move it around, or just to get it to dry. Like if you want it to move, I would get like a little closer and come in at an angle, but if you want it to dry, then I would just do it like from up top.
Blue to spread more.
You could always like kind of rub it, like let it cool off. Maybe you rub it with your finger, like wet it with the alcohol.
Yeah. Because I kind of have that like line of blue right there.
Right, yeah.
With my finger?
Yeah, make sure it's not too hot. Touch this. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, just kind of like scrub it around.
Oh, yeah, I
got
gotcha.
to break it up. You can always spray more alcohol if you need it.
Hey, let me get out of here in probably like 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
I think I maybe did too much alcohol because it's not really wanting to dry. But I kind of like this little weird pattern that I'm getting here, so I'm gonna keep
That
going
is
with
cool.
it.
Ooh, I like that.
So as you can see, mine has spread. I think I did a little too much alcohol, but that's okay. We can make it work. I almost kind of want to like. Now I have a blue finger. That's fine.
Be stained for. That looks really cool. I like that.
What do you think? Since it kind of leaked over to the side, do you think I should just?
So you can just spray alcohol on there and rub it off.
Oh yeah.
If you don't want it, yeah.
Can I see a paper towel?
Yes.
Okay. And it won't stain.
No. Some colors are harder to get off than others just because they're more pigmented, but you just spray alcohol, wipe. Yeah.
Look at that.
It's a miracle.
Crisis averted, y'all. Okay. Well, that looks pretty freaking cool.
So this one I wetted down with alcohol first. I just sprayed the crap out of it, and then I dropped my colors. I blew it around with my mouth a little bit, dropped a little more alcohol, and then hit it with a heat gun. And it just creates those really cool pillowy effects.
I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun really quick. Which it's like drying a bit more.
That looks really cool. I like those colors a lot. It looks like space. I feel like you should speckle it with white paint.
That's honestly, I'm kind of thinking that maybe we should make this more galaxy.
Yeah.
It's not quite what I was going for, but still super cool. So I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So.
You can see exactly where I dropped the alcohol. Sorry. Right there, there.
Yeah.
So, I want it to be more blended. That's what I love about alcohol ink. It just reworks itself so nice.
It's very forgiving.
Yes.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
I love that.
It looks so like whimsical. Yeah, I like that.
Love that.
I like it a lot. Okay. Okay, so far we've done the fire technique. We've done the wet on wet, so I put the alcohol down first and then dropped the alcohol ink on. And then we did the alcohol onto a dry tile, and then I put the alcohol on top of that and blew it around.
but we're back. So here's my second coaster.
It's so pretty.
So with this one, I drew more like circles, and I sprayed it with alcohol, but I didn't really love that at first. It left a lot of white spots, so I went back in, colored over, and kind of used the same technique where I sprayed it or dropped more alcohol in it, and I kind of used my finger to swirl it around. So it gave a different effect, but still both very cool. Kind of like a, use the same colors, so it still looks cohesive, just different style. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
that's where we're
I
at.
like that a lot. I think I'm actually gonna go back in here just so I don't like this big blue blob in the center. I'm just gonna go and drop some more alcohol on there,
Kind of spread
and
it out.
maybe add a little more of that teal or something in there.
So I think I'm gonna keep going with my Sharpie, actually, just because
Yeah.
I like,
That technique came out really, really
I like
nice.
kind of how this is going. So
This always happens to me every time I teach somebody how to do something. They make incredible stuff, and I'm like, I hate everything I'm doing.
please, yours are awesome.
I like that now that that blue blob is gone.
That looks awesome. So my last one, I tried to spray the alcohol. I wasn't as big of a fan as the dropper. I kind of like the effect that the dropper gives, so we're gonna try that with the stripe pattern.
I think that's my favorite too, is the dropper.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I only like the sprayer if I'm spraying the alcohol down first before I've put any color.
Right.
Or if you want those speckles. Otherwise, I think that I like the dropper best too. Those are gonna look so cool when you add the gold to it too.
Yeah. So yeah, what if I did that bronze that you were showing? What would happen if I just dropped, like,
Oh god. Alcohol.
or do you think it's better that I go in with more of like an acrylic paint and just kind of add like gold accents? Like, what would happen if I?
It would be more of like a starburst. So like in this. Would have like that kind of
Ooh,
effect.
that's really cool. I don't know if you guys can see.
So it's like
Has,
really
like,
flashy
the-
when you move
see,
it.
like,
It
the
just kind of like.
shimmer. Yeah, I
But
think
it'll be more like distinct than that if you put it on dry. If everything was wet and you put it on, it would spread out more like this.
I think I want to do it on dry. What do you think?
Try it, yeah.
Kind of cool.
Because you can always fix it.
Right. I think I'm gonna try it on. Actually, I'm gonna let that one dry, and then I'm gonna go for that one. Because so far this is my least favorite, so if I mess it up, I'm not attached.
Yeah.
this one dry. I'm gonna get this guy out. So now this is totally dry, and I'm gonna use this. It's like a bronzy gold. I'm gonna put it on dry and just kind of do some like random drops of it. Oh God, look at that. That's amazing. Now can I like?
Yeah, you can blow like straight on it. Oh, you might have to drop just like
alcohol
one
in it?
tiny little
Yeah.
drop.
Because I
And
kind of
then
want it
blow
to
it,
like
yeah.
spread. Oh, that's okay. Let's try it again. Okay.
You can always blow it forward too, or you just have to have like a pretty fierce blow to like break its stream. Yeah.
Oh, that looks super cool.
Yeah.
No way. I love that. Okay. Let me do a couple more. All right. Okay, I get it. I think I just wasn't fast enough when I did it the first time.
Right. Yeah.
What if I? Okay. I'm gonna try something. So it's like super concentrated here. I still want it a little more diffused. I'm gonna. Yeah, she's not kidding. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta blow like your life depends on it.
Spray and blow. Spray and blow. What if I did the heat gun on it? What does that do?
It might blow it around a little bit depending on how wet it is. But if it's not really wet, then it's not really gonna move. So I ended up covering my Sharpies with all alcohol ink because I hated it. Like, honestly, didn't love how this first one came out, but it's just because of my color choice. Like, if I would have done different colors, I would probably like it more, but, so I ended up doing, you know, the Sharpie circles and did the alcohol, and then I just hated it because I hate how fluorescent that coral color turns. I just wasn't a fan, so I ended up doing alcohol inks on top. And this would be a good one, I think, to do like some of that gold as well, or you can like paint lines of gold or something on there.
Cool.
Ooh, or maybe I'll dot it a little bit.
To the side, just because I don't want it to block your.
Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, everyone just follow Melissa's instructions and disregard everything I've done in this video.
She's so modest.
I want to kind of.
That's how that one came out.
It looks so cool. I just want to show like the magic of putting the alcohol in here if you can see it. But I don't see where I put it. Where did I put it? Oh, right there. It's too dark.
No, you can see. Yeah. Well, it's like.
It looks cool when you watch it spread though. It's magic.
This is literally magic. Like. Alright, now that I feel like passing out.
But yeah, so just don't forget to do your top coat. You don't want to use any sort of brush on top coat because most of them have alcohol in it and that'll make your colors run and
Right.
it'll completely ruin everything you did. Like,
yeah.
you could use that after, as long as it's like waterproof or whatever. You'd have to research depending on what one you use, but I always use a spray on one first. I know these for sure work. I don't know about other ones. You can research and see if they do, but these two for sure will work. And if you wanted to do a brush on one afterwards, this one by Liquitex is really good. Just make sure you do your spray ones first, and then you can do some brush on layers of Liquitex gloss varnish.
We made coasters!
Yay!
We did it!
So
Cool.
Hope you liked it. Everything will be in the Amazon storefront, and follow us on Instagram and YouTube, and we'll have a Facebook and maybe a TikTok and all that stuff. So thanks for watching.